This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to the show. Today, we're going to be talking with Stephanie Peters, who is a respected leader in manufacturing and agribusiness with more than 3 decades of experience at Cargill. She currently serves there as general manager here in Waco, and throughout her career, she's combined operational excellence with a passion for mentorship, leadership development, and community service. And speaking of the mentorship, joining her is Gisela Mlodzianowski.
Yes.
Close?
Yes. Mlodzianowski.
Mlodzianowski. It is a fabulous, it's the biggest name I've ever seen, I think. But it's so wonderful to have you here too because of your mentorship role, really. Gisela, you've just joined Cargill after graduation from college recently. And we all kind of connected at the Leading Waco seminar thing that was just a month or so ago. And Stephanie, you are also, besides your obviously important role you have at Cargill, you're also real involved with the Greater Waco Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about that and that whole event. You know, how involved were you in planning that whole
Yes,
thing?
I worked with Rachel and the committee for months to plan that event. Been a part of Leading Waco Women Committee now for 3 years. Planning that event for the spring and the fall. So it's definitely, it goes right along with my passion for, developing women leaders, developing anyone actually, and to roll into their next whatever step they're going to take. So.
Well, of course, you're, I don't want to say this claim to fame, but you were the first female general manager at Cargill. And that was a big deal, but you said you really didn't want to focus on that.
Yeah, so in my career, that's been one of those sticking points for me that I was the first woman of a cook facility within Cargill. And when I had the announcement go out for my position, there was a lot of emails came back. Congratulations, you're the first, that's amazing. And it created a little bit of tension within me, a little bit of anxiety because I'd worked hard over the years to get my role. And so it was one I had to just kind of grin and say, okay. And as I was telling, y'all, you just have to accept that somebody's got to be first. And so that took me a little bit to be okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
And,
well, you should be.
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah.
Because, you are a trailblazer in that.
Yeah.
And so that brings us to Gisela. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You've been, how long you've been with Cargill now?
About 4 months now.
Okay, so this is, as you told me, kind of a job shadowing year, just obviously it's a learning curve.
A learning year.
Right, you graduated from A&M
Yes.
in chemical engineering, correct?
Yes.
So how does that figure in? I mean, why Cargill? What kind of led you to even look in this direction?
It was the network and the amount of projects that I get to do and how they just support you going through and your career path. And getting to see how all these women are in higher roles within Cargill are very inspiring.
Well, let's talk about Cargill. I mean, we've all heard about it. It's been in Waco a long time.
A long time. And, what's interesting, though, is you will find many people that still do not know what Cargill is. They don't even realize that Cargill's in Waco for that matter at times, right? Mm-hmm. And so Cargill is a worldwide privately owned company, 160 plus years, 70 plus thousand employees around the world, right? And into basically almost any type of business you can think of, from salt to protein products, chocolate, financing, agri-trade, all sorts of things. I mean, commodities and grain. It's worldwide, and when you tell people that it sits here in Waco, Texas, there are still quite a few that are like, and what do y'all do out there?
Yeah,
And
so where is, for some reason I had in my head, it was like a processing plant of some kind.
So our facility here in Waco is a protein manufacturing facility. So mainly fully cooked items. So we are doing products for delis, your food service, such as your Jason's Deli, McAllister's, those type of customers, and then retail, Kroger, Walmart's, and Target's, and customers like that. And so here in Waco, we have done that for years. We were two businesses for many years. And everybody always remembers the turkey harvesting side of our business. And so
I guess that's where I had it in my head.
We have not processed turkeys in Waco since 2019, really. And so that always surprises people. They're like, well,
yeah, me included,
yeah, harvest. We do not do that. I just was visiting with a gentleman yesterday that said, well, I'm sure y'all get busy in the fall. And I'm like, we're busy all year long. We're busy all year long.
That's funny. So tell me a little bit about your journey. What led you to Cargill?
Yeah, so my journey started right out of college as well. I graduated from Sam Houston, and we were from Waco. And so my husband graduated from A&M. I graduated from Sam Houston. We came back to Waco, and there was a role in an accounting role. At the time when I graduated, I thought I was going into ag finance and into something in the finance sector. And that was not during the best years of the financing side of agriculture. So I ended up in an accounting role. Spent a few months there, and then moved into the purchasing procurement side. I loved it. I mean, that
sounds fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So negotiating for different packaging, ingredients, equipment purchases. I did that for actually 20 years of my career.
Did you?
And so, yeah. And then added different departments to it over the years. And then there came a point where we were going to consolidate some accounting processes. And I was asked to lead the accounting team through those changes. I will tell you, my accounting background is my 2 freshman accounting courses.
I was going to say, are you a CPA?
I am not a CPA, and led that team through some very major transitions. And learned a lot, and had some very respected people on my team that are, very dependable and knowledgeable. So thank goodness for that. Always surround those smarter than you.
I was just going to say that very same thing. Yeah.
You do not have to know everything about a process to lead people, and that's one thing I will definitely tell folks that are looking to step into leadership roles. You do not have to know everything about the process to be a leader. But I did that for a few years, and then was fortunate to move into the operational space, and I love that. And so those videos of how things are made, I love that. I love it. Everything you can see.
Have they done some there at Cargill?
We have not done anything at Cargill like
that.
But
probably should.
Yeah, that would be fun, right? And so any plant tour I can go on, it does not matter what it is. I'm curious of how something's made. And so being in that operational space has definitely been a lot of fun.
So I guess that really answers the question, what keeps you passionate?
What keeps me passionate these days are just watching the team excel.
Mm-hmm.
And so a few years back, our plant was named Plant of the Year, right? So
really,
out of 42 protein facilities within Cargill, we were the first cook facility to be named Plant of the Year. And so what excites me and motivates me these days are seeing people reach and go and reach the result they're trying to reach, right? Mm-hmm. And then building that team amongst all of that, because you don't do it alone. And so,
So I'm going to ask you both, what does a typical day look like for you? We'll start with you, Gisela.
My typical day, it's more of managing the projects that are going on within the plant. I have one coming up where redoing one of the staircase. So it's just going with the different departments, making sure everything's in order, and contractors, so everything's set up to complete the project.
So lots of details.
Lots of details. And with everybody's input, right? She's got the environmental safety side. She's got food safety side giving her. And then operations, everybody's throwing their 2 cents in.
Now, the food safety, that's pretty crucial because, we all remember Bluebell and what happened with the ice cream when some listeria got, that's...
It's huge. It's a very high point of any project we do. And so definitely getting that exposure to you're hearing 10 different voices in your head. You're like, I've got to balance all of this out.
Bless you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of you just jumped in with both feet being there.
And then you've got that ticking clock, right? That time bomb of the clock that's saying, I only have this long to get it finished.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a big project you're working toward that's going to, happen in a day, or is it a gathering, or what kind of is it?
It's a 2-day process project. It should be done this over the weekend. But yeah, it's working with all these different departments. It's been very fun, and how to manage all that and getting to see how everyone works. Been very rewarding.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And keeping it all organized.
Yes.
I mean, the detail organization behind it all is.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Stephanie, a typical day for you?
These days, a typical day is a few meetings in the morning. We get our daily recap of how everything started up, and then just kind of work through the day. And so
is it a 24-hour?
We 2 production shifts a day, and then an overnight sanitation process.
Sure.
So we do operate 24 hours a day, but 2 production shifts.
Yeah, well, manufacturing and food production, I would assume has changed dramatically.
It has
over the years.
It has definitely changed, and
what are some of the biggest transformations you've seen?
Some of the biggest transformations, I will say, definitely some automation that's finally came into the meat processing side of the business. I will tell you, through COVID, before that there was automation, but it was very limited automation. During the COVID year, there were a lot of improvements made in that. And so that, to me, and then the technology of any data processes has definitely changed over the years. And so to me, that would be the biggest impacts that's came to the meat industry, and still more to go. I mean, it depends on what you're producing and how, I'm going to say, consistent type of products you produce. Ours is a lot of meets customer specification, customer requirements. So it can be very diverse in products, which makes it very difficult for automation. But
so you say protein, is this poultry primarily, or is it everything, beef and everything?
We do beef, pork, chicken, and turkey.
Well, the cost of some of these things are
huge. Raw material cost has gone up dramatically over the last couple of years. Supply too, for that matter, whether you can get the beef materials that you need with the way the beef industry is. The turkey industry has also gone through some consolidations and some changes.
Really?
And then you've got different health issues with flocks and birds that have caused issues across the country. And so definitely raw materials are sometimes a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah. You have been heavily involved, though, in mentoring women throughout your career. Why is mentorship such an important thing for you?
I was mentioning earlier in a discussion about, for years, I just kind of flew under the radar, right? We took care of our business. We met our results. We achieved what we needed to achieve. And I was perfectly satisfied with that. And had a tour come through Waco of some C-suite individuals, and one of the ladies on the tour asked me how I was setting the stage for the next generation of leaders, and that how was I getting out of my own box to do that. And at that point, I will say that was a dramatic shift for me. I really stopped and focused. I was like, well, I'm taking care of home. I'm making an example with my kids in 4-H and different things, right? So I'm doing things. But from a woman's perspective in the industry, even manufacturing in general, I wasn't doing a lot necessarily. And so that was a big shift for me. Definitely got involved with the Leading Waco Women side of things. I really looked at my own team and how I was I guess giving them access, not really access even, I don't know what the word would be, but just putting myself out there.
Yeah, how you were pouring into their careers as well.
And definitely had team members that were excelling and doing great things, but then I was like, is that really am I giving it my full intention? And so definitely changed in that. And so it's putting yourself forward, being okay with being, as we talked about, being the first woman GM, right? Being okay with that. Somebody's got to be first. And then how do you bring the rest of them along and encourage? And so over the years, different ladies have came along that'll be like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have the experience to do that. Well, my opinion of that is you're never going to have the experience until you take action and do
Yeah.
and try.
Right.
And so you got to try.
A remedy for that.
You got to take that step. And so
Yeah.
last year we had one of the leading Waco women events was called Taking the First Step, right? Taking a step.
Yeah.
And that came from something, a comment that I had made during one of our meetings was, all it takes is that first step.
Yeah.
And you got to take it. And you don't want to be pushed, and you got to take it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've watched our leadership change dramatically. We're probably about a 40 to 45% women in leadership at this point in our business, and that's a huge shift.
That's amazing.
It's a huge shift.
Because I would kind of almost think it would be more one of those masculine kind of industries.
It was over the years.
Uh-huh.
It shifted dramatically, though.
Yeah.
I will tell you that. And I always kind of reflect back. My sister and I were talking about this the other day. My mom in the 80s worked in manufacturing. Right. So
Did she really?
When I was in elementary school, my mom went back to work and went into manufacturing here in Waco, and actually was a leader, a supervisor, a manager in that process. And I'll remember conversations now when she was talking. It was always her and then men's names. So I think to me, it was never anything that was any different for me, right? And but that's when I always looked back. I'm always like, my mom did the same thing. And so just kind of following along.
Yeah, I love it. So much more I want to talk to the two of you about Cargill and about your journey and mentorship and all these great things. But we need to take a break. I do want to tell you that the Parade of Homes is coming right up. If you're looking for inspiration, innovation, and your dream home all in one place, do not miss the 2026 Parade of Homes presented by Heart of Texas Builders Association. You can tour beautiful new homes featuring the latest in design trends, smart technology, outdoor living, and custom craftsmanship from Central Texas's top builders. Mark your calendar. Weekend 1 is coming up. That's June 5th, 6th, and 7th. And weekend 2 is June 13th and 14th. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just dreaming, the Parade of Homes is the place to be. For tickets, locations, and more information, go to wacohomeparade.com. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
$1,500 Lone Star plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $13,000 off a new Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
For You Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. For You Health. Visit foryouhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. I said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Billy moved in when I was 9 years old, and my pa said, sit down, listen. And I didn't obey like I was told. Don't let Uncle Billy around the chickens. So I saw him walk to that coop. Found it kind of funny that he kicked off his boots. Heard a bunch of gawking and a squawking storm of feathers started brewing, and I wondered what the heck could he be cock-a-doodle-doing. Lordy, Lordy, Uncle Billy loves chicken. Lordy, Lordy, Uncle Billy really, really loves chicken. Yeah, some may ride at midnight when the hens are cooing. Yeah, I wonder what the hey Uncle Billy's cock-a-doodle-doodle doing. Oh, cock-a-doodly bump-a-bone, cock-a-doodly day, cock-a-doodly day, cock-a-doodly bump-a-bone, cock-a-doodly day, cock-a-doodly squawk, cock-a-doodly boop-a-bump-a-bone, cock-a-doodle-bump. Said Uncle Billy while he's squawking so loud, said there's just a hugging and a kissing. I just took his word and thought to myself, Lordy, Lordy, Uncle Billy must really love chicken. Then it hit me so hard I let go of my shovel when I realized that Uncle Billy wasn't nothing but trouble. Yeah, 'cause chickens ain't got no arms to hold or no lips to kiss. So I realized I gotta get to the bottom of this. And I ran into the chicken shed. What did I see? Uncle Billy with his pants down around his knees covered up in feathers. So I ran and I told my pa about all the evil things I saw. He said, son, it's time we had this talk. You know what talk I'm talking about, Zach? I became a man that day, but not in your average way. 'Cause it wasn't about the birds nor the bees. It was about Uncle Billy and the gosh darn chickens. Lordy, Lordy, Uncle Billy loves chicken. Lordy, Lordy, Uncle Billy really, really loves chicken. Yeah, some may ride at midnight when the hens are cooing. Yeah, I wonder what the hey Uncle Billy's cock-a-doodle-doodle doing. Oh, cock-a-doodly bump-a-bone, cock-a-doodly day, cock-a-doodly day, cock-a-doodly bump-a-bone, cock-a-doodly day, cock-a-doodly squawk, cock-a-doodly boop-a-bump-a-bone, cock-a-doodle-bump-a-bone.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
An online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
For You Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. For You Health. Visit foryouhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
And we are back with Gisela and Stephanie, who are both leaders now at Cargill, and it's just wonderful to speak with the two of you. Gisela's kind of new on board. Just got out of you went to Texas A&M,
Yes.
correct, and graduated, and been with Cargill now for 4 whole months, and you have jumped in with both feet. But what has when you look at being a mentee, I guess in this case, but you also have an opportunity to mentor other people. How are you kind of looking at that whole aspect of life at your young age?
Well, I love being a mentee because they give you all this wisdom and you get to see how they did their career path and get to learn from their mistakes and how they succeeded. And being a mentor, I do love being a mentor. I'm more of a mentor to my little sister who actually chose the same degree as me.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
So it's very exciting that she gets to go through the whole same process I did of looking for internships, the career, and anytime she asks me for help. And I just love it so much in helping her.
Yeah. So where did you do some of your internships?
I've interned for Valero. That was my first internship.
Did you really? Yeah.
Yes, and then I interned for a consulting firm called Burns & McDonnell. That was my second one, and then my third internship was with Procter & Gamble.
Wow. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of exciting to me to hear about this and all the possibilities there are.
Oh, yeah.
For women.
Those
all
names
walks.
she just called out. I mean, Valero, Procter & Gamble, Benson Mac. I mean, those are big name companies, right? And the opportunities within those to talk about from a Valero standpoint and women in chemical engineering and the petro industry, right? That's huge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, Stephanie, what kind of advice do you give young women who want a career in agriculture, manufacturing, or supply chain?
Yeah, my first thing is be curious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be curious, ask questions, don't hesitate to volunteer yourself, step forward, right? I'm very big on that, step forward, don't wait for somebody to ask you. And then for ones that come to Texas, and Gisela's already got this part, but is go explore where you're at. Live in your community, be involved in your community, the state you're visiting, the state you've now come to live in, right, is be a part of that. And so that's one thing I definitely encourage. And then to women in general is to be very comfortable with yourself and not depend upon others necessarily, right, is to be comfortable traveling alone, go alone, and just be confident. That raises your confidence level, right? And so I definitely encourage that. Young lady we had on our team a couple of years ago, she's now in Wichita, and I said that to her one day. I was like, go travel alone. She was like, well, Miss Stephanie, you mean like I went to Costa Rica all by myself and I climbed this mountain all alone?
What?
And so I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then I'm like, hold on a second, Stephanie, you need to follow her example.
I was going to say,
so
how many times have you done
that's
that?
That's right. I'm like, great, right? She was like, a foreign country, I traveled this, I did this, right? And so just, be curious be curious about where you're at. Be curious about the business. And then ask questions. She's joined a team that has 20 years, 30 years experience, but that doesn't mean they have all the right answers. There could be something different that she could bring to their perspective, their approach, the way something's done. And so be curious and ask questions and push. push sometimes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, and of course, I mean, you mentioned husband and kids. Tell me a little bit about them and how you manage that work and home life balance.
So I have 3 children. So I have a daughter that's about to be 30 with 3 grandbabies, amazing little grandbabies.
Isn't that the funnest thing?
They're the funnest thing. And then I have 2 teenagers, an 18-year-old that just graduated and a 17-year-old that is finishing, he's in homeschooling and finishing up. And so over the years, it gets to be a struggle at times. There's a balance where you have to, balance everything out. What comes first? What comes next? How do I do this trip and do that? And over the years, it's came with a partnership of how do we both get it done, right? To have stayed in Waco for 33 years is not normal for a Cargill employee. To advance that way within Cargill is not normal either. And so
what a blessing that is.
It's a blessing. We have, land here in the area and have raised cattle over the years. And so to stay put is not normal, to be able to advance into different roles like that. And so, and my husband for years worked for Coca-Cola, Minute Maid. And so to work for 2 large companies and to be able to stay in one place.
Well, and not
we were very
move.
fortunate.
I mean, you just expect to advance. You're going to move around.
But then that's what I also give the advice of is don't be me. Move and see. Because Cargill has so many options of what you could do, where you could live, what kind of role you could be, what kind of function you could be in. And so I always also say is don't necessarily be me. Go see and do while you're still of a life that allows you to go see and do. And it's just, we've done our thing here. We graduated. We both grew up in Waco. We graduated from Waco schools.
Did you?
Yeah, University High School. We both did, and went through all of our schooling through Waco ISD.
I got a great education in Waco ISD.
Yes,
schools. But
absolutely.
you mentioned, did you say homeschooling?
My son is homeschooled. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
He does his thing. Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
I was going to say hats off to you. I need to do a whole episode about homeschooling because it is such a big thing
these days. It is. It is.
Yeah.
And
So Gisela, you mentioned a sister at home. You're from the Houston area, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you get to spend a lot of time there or not, or just kind of getting your feet wet here with your new career? I'm sure.
I do go back home every so often, at least try to once a month to see family and all that. You get to hang out, but also get to explore, like she was saying, the Waco area. It's been very fun. I have 3 dogs, so we do a lot of hiking. So the trails are more hilly than in Houston. Everything's flat in Houston.
That is true. That is true.
But isn't Cameron Park amazing?
Yes,
Cameron
I love
Park
it so
is
much.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of dogs do you have?
I have a Shiba Inu, a mini dachshund, and then like a little white poodle mix.
Okay, so not big.
No, they're all little tiny.
But that's fun. Well, leadership is one of the strongest skill sets. I mean, and that is, what do you think makes an effective leader and a respected one?
I think one of the biggest things I will say from a leadership perspective, right, is you're seeing so many different views, and it's how you bring that team together to be able to accomplish the one mission. Because at the end of the day, it's one mission, and you have 10 different people that are feeding into that. And so it's balancing that, and it's also seeing where there's a strength of a team member and seeing where another needs to kind of, pair them up together, and they're going to roll right through that project without a hitch. And so it's accountability. It's, if this is here's our goal, this is where we're going to achieve and go. And it's holding teams accountable for that. Yeah. But I think the biggest is just being I want to say cheerleader, but the cheerleader of the team, right? It's, we can do this, that we can accomplish this. And it's removing the roadblocks when there's something there in their way. And so it's been great over the years to see how that trust gets built when they see that, hey, I brought this was a major issue, and she didn't blow it off. She took care of it, and we moved forward. And like I said, that plan of the year, that was came from a time when we were struggling before that in some of our results. And so the turnarounds in some of that are huge. And part.
That's got to make you feel good.
Oh my
to
gosh,
see that.
yeah. And one of the things that kind of comes along with that is, as your response to that is, yeah, the team has done an amazing job. And one of my struggles is always taking that self-awareness part. It took a leader to get them there. And so I actually had a manager at the time that said, we're not going to we're going to stop right here until you admit that it takes a leader to have brought the team along. The team won't get there without the leader.
Right, for sure.
Providing
Well, you also have experience with Six Sigma and operational improvement. So tell me what that is, number one, and how important innovation is in efficiency in today's environment.
In today's world, right? You're looking for every way you can improve your process, gain more efficiency, reduce your cost, not just to gain business, but to also sometimes keep business, right? And so you're sitting there looking for every way that you can possibly improve your process and not affect product quality, not affect employee safety, and actually improve those two measures, right? So you're looking for anything you can possibly get. And sometimes in the meat industry, you might be looking for 1/4 cent per pound. And it makes a difference.
When you're talking about volume.
Yes, it makes
That's
a difference,
a lot,
right? And so it's encouraging people to just really look out and say, what's possible here? And when you have sometimes that tenured team, you sometimes have the approach of, we've done it this way forever. I hate that saying.
Right.
We've done it, yes, you've done it that way. That doesn't mean you can't do it differently. And that's where, I say, challenge us. Come in, you're the new set of eyes. So challenge to say, why can't you do this differently? Why do we even do that, right? So that we can step back and look at and say, we do that because of a customer 5 years ago.
Said they wanted it.
And they wanted it. Do we still do anything for that customer?
Yeah.
And so it really makes you just stop. Those questions make you stop and ask, are we still doing the right things?
Yeah.
And so the Six Sigma and Lean continuous improvement journey for me, over the years, gone through the various belt programs and been qualified and completed projects for that. But then here of late is just how you use AI technology, right? That's amazing these days. And so you've got to use it in a way that makes sense. You've got to make sure you still have the knowledge behind it, that it truly is applicable. And so watching our teams go through those journeys, using from a continuous improvement standpoint, has been extremely interesting the last year. And when I didn't even mention that earlier when we talked about changes that have come, but from the AI approach and how people can quickly do data analysis or a project idea and figure something out, it's amazing. Right?
Yeah, there obviously a lot of talk about AI and how it's costing jobs. Are you seeing that type thing?
I don't know so much within our business here that it's costing jobs. I would say more it's causing people to be more curious because it's quicker to be curious, right? And so it allows that speed. It allows that you can keep asking another question and you get a little more detail. And so, we've got so many people that are just asking and doing quick little projects. It's been very, very interesting. And sometimes it's the individual that you're like, I would not have thought you would be the one that would be the most curious about it, but they are. And they're seeing ways that it can benefit their work, speed up their work.
Yeah,
make
it's
their work
a whole
easier.
New revolution, industrial revolution, really.
It is.
That we are in now.
It is.
Which is kind of exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
It can be scary, but it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, Waco, too, has seen so much growth over the years. What excites you most about being here in Central Texas?
When you look at that and you, from the approach of the amount of business, right? I come back and I'm concerned when you think about from an employee standpoint, you're like, that's a lot of employees. But from our local area, to see that it's the way that it's grown is amazing to me. And I always tell Chris from the chamber, I'm like, this is just absolutely phenomenal in terms of what it's brought to town. Then it brings another resource that you did not have before. So to me, the growth of Central Texas in general, is just absolutely amazing to me.
Texas is
really
on an upswing. One last question. What do you hope to leave, both of you, both professionally and personally? Looking at a legacy, perhaps.
A legacy?
Professionally, I want to be the best within my field and hopefully inspire the next generation. It's very rewarding when someone gets to learn from the path and the hard work that you put in.
Yeah.
A legacy. So I think it's knowing that I've made a difference to somebody. And sometimes you don't always see that. And then when you hear it, you're like, wait a second, I did not
Are you talking about me?
I did not realize I impacted you that way, right? And it causes you sometimes to stop and be like, whoa, okay. And you don't realize that one comment that you might have made to somebody, how you made their day, you might have made their year, and you might have even changed their whole path just by simply listening and giving them, you can do this, that encouragement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've been inspired by both of you, and I appreciate so much you spending some time. You got a big project you're working on, so I carved a little bit of time out for me here on the show. But I appreciate you both so much and what you're doing, you know, both professionally and certainly how you're inspiring other women and well, other people. I mean, it's not, you know, I think it's everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
that
thank
can learn
you for
something.
having us, for sure.
It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us though. There is more of the show ahead.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Island Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, you know, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
slept out on the sidewalk by the Alamo. I've wandered the streets at night, near all the places no man should go. Now I'm overcome with jealousy of all the drunks that have more money than me. But right now they're all asleep as I play my songs. Oh, and everybody wants to drink their margaritas, and everybody wants to drink cervezas on a river walk boat. Me, I just want to play my songs in the parking lot of this old Exxon. But everybody wants to have a good time. Oh, everybody wants to have a good time. Oh, everybody wants to have a good time in San Antonio. I panhandled some money for a couple Coronas. Looked out on the long line of bars where I can't play. As the tourists walked the streets and took their pictures, and I sat there angry for most of the day. Oh, and everybody wants to drink their margaritas, and everybody wants to drink cervezas on a river walk boat. Me, I just want to play my songs in the parking lot of this old Exxon. But everybody wants to have a good time. Everybody wants to have a good time. Oh, everybody wants to have a good time in San Antonio. Me, I just want to play my songs in the parking lot of this old Exxon. And everybody wants to have a good time. Oh, everybody wants to have a good time. Oh, everybody wants to have a good time in San Antonio. Loves his tamales and his cowgirls, no cares at all, he's in his own world. Don't shape his hat or shine his boots, though nothing grows here, it's his roots. His guitar pays for it so tall, and the stuff he smokes at nightfall underneath the blanket of stars. Round this town there's never last call, and his Lone Star beer goes down well beside the mountains. When the sun goes down in Terlingua town, he's counting them honky tonks, they put 'em through the ringer. He's a burnout, heartbroke, worn down western swinger on the highway, breathing in that desert air. found peace out on the Rio. Man, you ought to hear his trio. They play well and their country to the core. Heard he bought a brand new pearl snap shirt after he did a little work. That Caliche hard to dig and his bones can't take it anymore. And he'll find a cerveza in his hand when they finally fire up the band. And that little cantina outside of town, through the mountains and through the flatlands. And his Lone Star beer goes down well beside the mountains when the sun goes down in Terlingua town. Who's counting them honky tonks? They put 'em through the ringer. He's a burnout, heartbroke, worn down western swinger on the highway, breathing in that desert air.
It's our declaration of deals, and savings are moving fast at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Get a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $32,990. Or take $10,000 off a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Or qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days. Don't stand still. Drive today. Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more information, go to wacohomeparade.com.
Somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.